Welcome back, Hordlings, to more Syberia 3. The Anthology of the Ukels. Chapter 17. Mammoths butchered by Ukels, according to the Ukel tale recording by Bronislaw Maus. Ukels, a name that is systematically makes my usually torpid students goggle. Never had before they caught wind of the existence of this fascinating people, a people strong, fiercely independent, and kind. So why does the gentle fragrance of mystery float around this 1,000-year-old culture, and how to pierce the veil? The work you hold in your hands is the ultimate reference on the subject. I can attest without hesitation that reading it led directly to my study, which lasted years. Of this culture, and part of the same research, the author and I conducted paleontology. Yet what greater compliment from an academic work than to have incited in a colleague the desire to explore a new field of research, and have transmitted this new and long-lasting passion to successive generations of students. Little fat midget members of the Ukel tribe. The correlation of the two factors is behind our general ignorance of this tribe. The first is the Ukel's nomadic way of life, or more specifically, semi-nomadic, but we shall return to the point later. Itself the reason for the second factor, the routes taken by the tribe are mainly located in unknown and mostly wild territory, still very much at the outskirts of the great in terms of size and dominant civilizations that have left their mark on Eurasian history. These two factors have thus enabled the Ukels to elude all attempts at ethnic and religious purification, remaining outside the main conflicts that have shaken the continent. So many parameters that have made the preservation of their culture possible. Nonetheless, and we shall return to this point later, the Ukels are not unknown to all. Their migrations bring them into regular contact with indigenous people, but if the latter tolerate their passage, they have never socially accepted interbreeding with the tribe, thus preventing any form of culture dilution. There is an undeniable, almost organic connection between the Ukel tribe and nature. The rare traces accepted as being of their civilization attest to a cave-dwelling tradition backed by a strong ability to adapt. The tribe inhabited natural grottos during its wanderings in the western lands, while in the Arctic regions they occupied ice caverns that they carved out by hand. The Ukels also live in symbiosis with a variety of animal species, whether it's the owls they have tamed and trained to act as messengers, or the little-known Yuki, Canine Ursus polaris. Used as tracker sheepdog and sled dogs, the tribe has become expert at domestication. The Ukel's survival is directly correlated to that certain animal species. There's considerable evidence that the tribe has been in close proximity to the mammoths in prehistoric times, with the animals serving as beasts of burden, a means of transport and source of meat and wool. Their gigantic bones were also used as building materials or to make furniture. The Ukel believe that the mammoths are not, in fact, extinct, but indeed still exist on a large island in the northern reaches of the continent. If the author of these lines should prefer not to indulge in the formulation of an opinion in direct contradiction to scientific consensus, he is nonetheless forced to admit that he has seen with his own eyes examples of Ukel craftsmanship made from the bones of pachyderms in an astounding state of conservation. The fact remains that the Ukels have shifted their dependence from the mammoths to the great snow ostriches, Struthios nivis, a population of migratory Arctic birds known for their stubborn and nervous nature. These ostriches have the particularity of setting out every 20 years or so on a great migration covering a vast territory. The purpose of this migration is to bring the herd of the lands to where they can reproduce, lush steppes located in the heart of what is now Yakistan. Looks like something from the Muppets. One of the most fascinating characteristics of the Ukel culture resides in its ability to absorb a material imperative. The need for the part of the tribe to follow the herd of snow ostriches to ensure the survival of the entire group, and transform it into a spiritual event, a platform of belief, Indeed, those of the tribe who accompany the great ostriches experience the migration as a spiritual voyage, an intimate transcendence whose purpose is to draw the favor of the spirits upon individual and this family. The route of the migration is thus scattered with sacred stages, rites, and spiritual codes that the caravan shamans ensure are scrupulously respected. They are both soothsayers. They interpret the signals left by the spirits and advisors to the leader of the migration. The spiritual guide seen as superior and somehow chosen by spirits to guide the caravan to legendary sacred lands where the ostriches will reproduce. AKA fuck the shit out of each other. Okay. Figured I'd throw you quick 5 minutes of Yukul lore and history. Probably not a lot of LPs out there of Syberia 3 where that just happened. The Game Hoarder's bringing it live. Oh shit, is the mute button on? Okay, no, good, thanks. Thank God. Hate it when I do that.
The American is awake. You must hurry, Colonel.
Spy on that bitch.
Miss Walker is rather restless. I had to administer a tranquilizer, but I'm afraid I won't be able to keep her here for very long, Colonel. She is very quickly going to become a problem.
Kate Walker will always represent a problem for us, and also for our cause, Dr. Olga Efimova.
The plot thickens.
I can use methods that are more... how should I put it? Medical.
No, not for the moment. That isn't a very good idea. I want her back in good condition. And what about the tribe of nomads?
Just like the past few years, Lake Valsambor hasn't frozen over, so the herd can't cross the ice. They're stuck here. And also, their young guide is still in our control. If everything goes as planned, soon the Yukuls will have no choice but to go back home. Especially as I have a plan to speed things up.
Fine.
Is that Dennis Hopper from Waterworld?
There's also the American detective, Colonel. He should be arriving soon.
Let him meet with Miss Walker if that's what he wants to do. No point alarming him just yet. But when all is said and done, we're the ones who are handling the young woman's case. No American is going to come here and tell us what to do.
This is why I can't go visit Mr. Satan in Russia. I'll never fucking make it home. They'll keep me in captivity and make me let's play. Hour after hour. For eternity. Keeping me alive.
Where'd you go?
300, 400 years of age. Just to LP. Amazing adventures and RPG games. Let's fucking check out. Ooh, I like the Kraken though. It's got a good insignia. Let's check out some emails. Yeah, open them. Open the fuck. Oh, okay. Olga received confirmation that the American is subversive. She's hysteric by nature and has gotten it into her head to accompany an old lunatic to some imaginary island. On the way, she has caused a great deal of nuisance for the authorities, and above all has associated herself with freeloading Yukuls. It would also seem that Uncle Sam considers her to be of some importance. This is a good occasion to get rid of her. When I get to Valsambor, my men will arrest her and deliver her to the country's authorities. Until then, take good care, Colonel fucking Hopper from Waterworld. She writes back, Colonel, I've received the report of the commission concerning the clinic management, and with all due respect to our comrade, Commissars, I believe that putting the Zementine to one side of my behalf would be an error. He almost never leaves his office anymore, of course, and he delegates all responsibilities to me, but his signature is the one appearing at the bottom of every document, even the ones concerning my experiments. I therefore feel that it would be better to let him remain behind his desk. He makes the perfect straw man. So, these are two nefarious bitches, obviously. Nick Kenton is now contacting Olga, It's not bragging. I'm acknowledged as the best private detective on the east coast of the U.S. I'm contacting you following the telephone conversation you had with my client, the law firm Morrison and Lawmont. As agreed, I'll be arriving in the next few days to honor the terms of the contract you agreed to with the firm concerning the extradition of Kate Walker. One point still bothers me, though. Is it true that Miss Walker has to be arrested by some sort of local militia? During that day, I'd like to have a video conference with you to clarify this point and go over the last few practical details. Well, that's nice. Wow, all kinds of dicks. And another message from Helmut Mangolian Clinic. In accordance with your recommendations, subject patient 10, American Kate Walker, to the standard psychiatric interview. Even though at first glance she seemed convincing, the patient on the list demonstrated all the symptoms typical of propensity for anarchy so common in her misguided homeland. Worse, it turns out she subscribes completely to the cause of the Ukul. No means that it obviously she intends to agitating in her beloved region. I therefore recommend an emergency protocol restricting her movements and interaction with the other patients who might be encouraged to agitate for the young nomad. I will have this mechanical bed collaborated for the patient with this in mind in preparation for your response. Well, that must have been the asshole that was giving me the
Hello, Miss Efimova. I'm here to
lie
see
detector.
you too. Kate Walker. It really is you. What a coincidence. I've been looking for you for weeks.
Mr. Canton, I presume?
Ah, I see that my reputation precedes me. Miss Efimova must have told you I was coming.
No, I just now learned of your existence, Mr. Canton. A while ago, my employer in New York informed me that he was going to stick a detective on my back.
I don't like to boast, but I'm the best detective on the East Coast. Never a problem with me. I've been asked to bring you back home safe and sound, Miss Walker. I should be in Balsambor in a few hours.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Canton. I'm sure that finding me hasn't been easy.
Oh my God, you have no idea.
I'm afraid this might upset you, but I'm not planning on going back to the United States for the moment, Mr. Canton.
To be honest, you don't really have a choice. The U.S. Justice Department is looking for you, and I even have an international arrest warrant for you, Miss Walker. Who'd have
Good
thought?
luck.
The feds are looking for me? But what's the charge? I've done nothing wrong.
Embezzlement! Apparently you took off with a contract for the sale of the Clockwork Toy Factory in Vorarlberg. And you took advantage of the seller's senility. You're even suspected of being responsible for the death of one of them, a Mr. Hans Vorarlberg, the last heir authorized to sign contracts with the company you represented. That's not negligible. You know, Miss Walker.
This is completely ridiculous. And as far as I know, you aren't authorized to represent the Justice Department in this country. You're just a detective. So you'll have to put up with it, Mr. Canton. I'm not going back to New York with you. So leave me alone.
Wait, Miss Walker. Please be reasonable.
Goodbye, Mr. Canton.
I can't talk to any guy with a nose the size of my ball sack. It's just disturbing. What else we got in here? A knight in shining armor. Kind of ring a ding dong. Whoa! It's a jeweled shield. I do like the mouse movement part of that. That's pretty cool. It's innovative for this era. Been doing it for years on console games, but Putting it in adventure games is kind of new. There's our combo. Looks like 2 red on the bottom, a green on the west side. Turquoise on the east side. Got him!
Hurry up.
This bitch.
Yes, Dr. Elfimova. I'm doing whatever I can.
Nofamova.
Get this damn tap open in the end, you'll see. That's it.
Well, that should convince the Yukon scum to strike camp and go back where she came from. Come on, Helmet. Let's not hang about here.
Yes, of course, Dr. Elfimova.
Dog helmet to you. Gas can, baby.
Hydrochloric acid.
Good. That's what I like. Give it to me, baby.
This thing is stuck.
Hopefully that's not what she said. Gee, I wonder what we're gonna do with hydrochloric acid. Someone cue the end, Neil. Sail away, sail away. Damn, don't even have to row? It's a magic skiff. It's like the ones in Ultima 6. Just tap the arrow key and they fucking fly across oceans. Yeah, that looks fun. Oh, that's bad. You're gonna get wet. Oh, shit. That's not what happens at all when a boat goes over a fucking edge of water, by the way. That bitch would have fucking tipped. She's going like half a mile an hour. It wouldn't have launched. Dry as a fucking desert. Here we are, the Yukon village. Sweet. Oh, hello. These little fat ladies want to talk.
Help, please! What Yukos do to great spirits to deserve punishment?
What's this one bitch doing?
Quickly, or all ostrich is lost.
Enganimuk. Tuk tuk.
Tuk tuk.
Big click. Miss Kitwalk. Senvenu tuk 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 tuk. Minimir Buruth.
My God, what happened to that poor ostrich?
Ostriches want drink very bad water, tuk. When ostrich is thirsty, And ostrich is not smart, Miss Kitwalk. She lako, tuk. Head hard like hard rock.
Try to hold them
So
back
she's a
as long as
typical
possible.
female?
There must be a way to filter the river water.
Unganimuk. But Miss Kitwalk, go quickly.
Miss Kate Walker.
Nothing wrong with it.
Hello, ma'am.
Da!
Jesus Christ, is that Jabba's wife?
You remember me, Miss Kate Walker. Me ayahuasca. Great Yukon shaman. Me go there and find you somewhere there in the world of the spirits.
So you're the one I owe my life to, Madame Ayahuasca. It's you who cared for me before taking me to the doctors in the Valsambor clinic. I don't know how I can ever thank you.
Tuk tuk tuger. Miss Kate Walker go clean river water right up there. Since she
That mole
traveled
has
long
its
time
own
in
zip
magic
code.
world, spirits now her friends. They will show
That or
her
someone
the
put a
right
cigar
path.
out on her face. I can't figure it out.
Very well. If you say that the spirits are going to give me a hand, I'll try to do that.
Get busy, Kate Walker. What the fuck? That zoom was terrible.
Ladies and gentlemen of the spirit world, if you want to show me the way, now's the time.
This bitch is just running whenever she wants to.
Just had to ask, I guess. This gauge is obviously for measuring the water flow from the dam. This gauge is obviously for measuring the water
you
flow
said
from the
that.
dam.
Some kind of instructions here. Kind of hard to turn shit. Fucking it up more. There we go. So yeah, I bought a physical copy of this game. Had to have it shipped from the UK because they don't have an American, whatever, US release. Just a European release from, of course, Peggy 13, who does fucking everything over there. Same way I got a copy of Tyranny. But anyways, stick the disc in. Hoping for a DRM-free version. No. Goes immediately to enter a Steam key. Of course, once I paid for the game physically, I opted to download it free from the internet as I saw fit. Which is how I perused this before I actually played my Steam version. Big Ten is cool. I like it.
Bairla, Misketwalk.
Yes.
Thanks you and spirits. Ostriches saved.
Of course.
Be careful all the same, Mr. Barut. The dam filtering the water may not hold very long.
Sa! Yukos leave here fast to make sure Ostrich is safe. But not possible without Kirk. Him our guide.
I just came from the clinic. Kirk and I shared a room.
Za! How going, Kirk?
He's fucking excellent.
He's fine. Don't worry, Mr. Barut.
Took. So why him not come back with you?
Well, he's missing a fucking leg, for one.
It's taking a while to finish his artificial leg. It would seem.
No, Kirk. Yukos cannot leave here. So ostriches want continued journey without Yukos. Can't keep ostriches here very long. Ostriches cross Lake Valsambor alone. And then eaten by lake spirits. Took.
The
That's how they
ostrich
say
is
fuck.
crossing the lake, so that has to be a part of the migration?
Tuk tuk. Baranur, on other side of lake, is path of sacred
I
plains.
like these little midgets.
Ostriches lay eggs in hot sand on sacred plains. But lake, not anymore frozen, so not be able cross.
Listen, Mr. Barut. Do your best to calm your ostriches while I go to Valsumbor. I promised Kirk to go get his prosthesis and bring it back to him.
Bartla tuk. Misketwalk, You
Wait a
friend
minute, are
of
we doing a
Yuko's.
fucking...
I'm going to speak with the shaman now.
Ayahuasca will be very happy. See Miss Ketwalk. She go with you and around you a lot in world of spirits, so they free you. You
Sound like
not
some
die
Team
because
America
of her.
shit back there. Habla tuk. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Or maybe not. This is a big fucking tent. Holy shit.
Hello, little lady. Mayan tourists liked Yukols before. Yukols not stay too long time around Valsambor.
You nomads, you really do have a good nose for business. All right, then, please give 2 kings.
When you get into Valsambor, drop by my tavern. It's got the best food in town.
What an amazing jumble. Not at all like New York markets.
Townspeople are right. You yokels, ever since you got stuck here, you've been showing what you're really like. A bunch of chicken things, that's all you are.
Wow, it's racist.
Dimitri, what's going on?
What's going on? Is
Holy shit, what are you
I don't
doing?
understand why the mayor put the Yukos on our doorstep like that.
Don't be upset, honey. I have your wallet. I'm your wife, remember? You gave it to me
People
just a while
not
ago,
like
so I could buy
Yukos
this
now.
pretty-
People suck balls.
Well, anyway, that guy don't feel right. Let's get the hell out of here before you bankrupt. He can keep his artichokes.
Alright, folks, that wraps it up. We will see you soon with more Syberia 3.